When we first made the movie, we didn't think that we were going to ever make a sequel. And after my producing partner, Neil Moritz, was so stubborn about continuing, after Tokyo Drift, I came on as a producer with him. And we started to dream about a saga that the audience could follow. And we dreamed of future pictures, and we dreamed of following these characters and following this multicultural family. So to be here, about to present the trailer to Fast and Furious 7, or Furious 7, is a dream come true in so many ways, because I think this is going to be the best movie of them all.
Wow. We're excited.
You know, it's...
We're excited. Even more so.
You're a fan of the film. You feel like you're part of the family.
Well,
and Michelle, you know, family, of course, is a big theme for all of you guys. What does it mean to you guys?
Loyalty above all else. And I think that, you know, I think our friendship throughout the years, just from being introduced to Hollywood, like, together in such a way, has bonded us just overall throughout the history of making the movies. And it's just, you just feel a kinship with each other and a loyalty, and that doesn't go away. Even if the franchise were to die tomorrow, you know, like, these are like my brothers and sisters, like, you know? Like,
We've had the privilege of seeing that over the years, interviewing these guys. We've all felt that, haven't you?
Absolutely.
We probably can't go any further, obviously, without talking about a member of your family that we all loved so much, and it's a loss that we all still feel. Of course, I'm talking about Paul Walker. Jordana, how do you hope that this film will honor his legacy?
Well, just being on the red carpet today, there were people that were wearing T-shirts for Paul, and it was so nice to see everyone honor him. And I mean, it's so hard to do this without him, obviously, but we get to revisit him and celebrate him when we see Fast 7, and so that's beautiful.
Ben, how about you? How do you hope that this film will honor him and help everyone remember him?
Well, that was the biggest objective. When we decided to go back to work, when Universal was so supportive about us continuing the film, it was unanimous, it was across the board, that the most important thing would be to honor, you know, my brother Paul and his legacy. When we used to come out of the premiere, when Paul and I would come out of the premiere of every movie that was released, he'd always say, we can make a better one. And so...
it's not in the can yet, remember?
Yeah, it's not in the can. He said it's the best one's still in the can, the best one's still in the can. It was, I guess there was a purpose to making this movie and to completing this movie, unlike anything I had ever experienced, because we had a loved one that we were honoring, and we were going to do everything in our power to make sure that Furious 7 would be his legacy and his greatest achievement. He was so integral in this saga. He was a true brother in the saga.
He lived it.
And he lived it, and it's important, it was important for us to continue in his spirit. It was, in many ways, he helped us complete this movie, because it was the most ambitious Fast and Furious we'd ever filmed. But it was definitely a tough time, because you all see Paul Walker on screen, but you never really could imagine how wonderful an angel he was, and how special he was, and how much of a loss it is for us, for him not to be up on the stage now.
We can feel it. Nicely said, guys. I know the fans will cherish their final moments with him on screen, of course.
Yeah, no, thank you, guys. Thank you. Give it up for the cast. Thank you guys for having me. All of us are fans of Paul, and we can't wait to see this next film. Tyrese, walk us through where we're at, man. We saw Jason Statham come up, real badass. What's going to happen?
Well, Jason's a bully. You know what I'm saying? Jason is a bully. He plays cool and humble, but you know when something happens, it's like you talking to him, hanging. How's everything, man? As soon as you yell cut, he's trying to like manually slice your head off, and that's just what he is. He's a bully. So, I mean, we were honored to, you know, me and Jason did something before. So when I heard that he's coming to the family, it was definitely an extension of the family. So we welcome him to the family and the franchise. Jason is here. You're gonna feel his energy and presence in the franchise. He came here to contribute to the energy. And we love him.
And Luda, just like Ben was saying, everyone gets bigger and bigger. I mean, the first one looks like a small indie compared to the last one. How is this one going to top that?
Oh, man, it's so many different things. But if I had to say one, I mean, we've been all around the world with the entire franchise, but there's this place when you talk about supercars and money not being a thing, and it's this geographical location called Abu Dhabi.
Hey!
This is like, it's unbelievable. It's out of control. So when you talk about being bigger and badder, I think that's one of the biggest elements. And then, of course, you know, I think we have the best challenger, the best villain, like we all talking about, the best antagonist of all, this guy by the name of Jason Statham, you know.
Get a lot of praise today,
Jason.
I'm getting a lot of praise today.
I know. I think everybody, am I the only one whose mouth dropped at the end of 6 when he popped up on the screen? Tell us about this role, man. Usually you play the good guy. This time you're the bad guy. What's more fun, and what are we going to see?
You know what? It's, again, it relates back to what the film's all about in the first place. It's all about family. And I'm out to sort of address some damage that was done to my brother. So it's got the right heart, it's got the right motivation. But, you know, literally when I was filming this, I mean, I've done a few action films in my time, but this is on another level. I mean, the stuff I've seen them getting with the cars is just, it's so impressive, I really have to say. So to be a part of it is terrific.
I think Jason poured his accent on a little extra heavy today. Because we was just talking backstage and it wasn't on this level. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. There's a lot of ladies out here. So, you know, what I was thinking was, it's kind of like, I come into this franchise, you know?
It's not working.
I see what's happening.
Not working. Is it working, ladies?
I got you.
You know, I got to ask you, Ben, you have definitely faced your share of tough guys. How does Jason stack up?
He was incredible. It was the amount of work that we did for our third act fight sequence. I was just so happy that he was so gung-ho about it and so dedicated to it. We both walked away with a lot of injuries. It was very rigorous. You saw, you know, Jason and I coming in with canes.
Nothing permanent, though.
Nothing permanent. But it was, it was a real treat. And like Luda said, it was something that we really wanted to do. We really wanted to get